the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Looking for space. It's Cook. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The run to the right. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. If you're getting 5+ yards, that is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And the Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll blow it on the read. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Quick completion on the out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Norman. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on target this time. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on second down. Buys a little extra time. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Going for the marker on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Man, they did the hard work. Nice job being physical, getting that 4th down and short, and now you got 4 chances from the 1-yard line. This offense is in great position. Shoot, I'm probably going to come back to the same exact play.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Aggie! Fired in from the red zone for the score. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
This game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the 1st half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The 12th man, Warden, standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They don't believe their kicker can roll double nickels with that 55-yarder, so they'll leave the offense out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, play, it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Norman. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Then as he throws, got his man on the right. Turning it on. Attack. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Oklahoma State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out through the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Makes the catch around the 50. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offense. Oh, he's got some space. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
With the catch, it's Cook. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
He might want another play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Buys a little time. Slings it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. It falls incomplete. How about the... on first down that just goes awry. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down.
Sends it downfield. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Cook. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Bussey. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Hamilton. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Georgia going up tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. inside his 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bussey. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got out of trouble and throws. The sure hands. It's Norman. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll try the run. Picks up the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Texas A&M going quickly.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. but the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Steps away. Gets rid of it. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Well, it's a huge play on the jet sweep, getting that first down. Defensively, I think everybody had their eyes in the backfield. They were not expecting that guy to get the football that quickly and be on the perimeter of the field.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Armstrong. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Fit it in the window for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're...
Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Looking for a big gain. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Got a man, it's Barber. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Georgia! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll toss it to the left. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And the Aggies in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
With the catch, it's Norman. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Let's go! Let's go! Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is he's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Under fire. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll move the wide receiver. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got him downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him,